Hello, good evening, everybody. Here we are calling you from Toronto, Canada. I'm so happy that I joined with my friend Nora and my other friend Freddie, and we'll see what the question is.
Hello, yes, we heard that Ramiz have something to share with us. Very, very important thing about longevity. Can you please tell us
Sure,
what it is?
sure. This started almost 15 years ago. I was so interested on some people live for like 120 years and some other they live for 50 years.
Sure.
Then I was so excited about this and I said, okay, how about if we get hair from different people, which is starting from like say 80 years old up to 110. Then I collected the sample from 80 years old to 110 to look, and I found these people are toxin free. They don't have any toxins in their hair, and everything inside them are really balanced. All the other elements is balanced. Then I said, okay, let's see on the other hand, I collected so many people who after death.
Wow.
Yeah, Noah. What I found out something very, very interesting that people who I collected, which they died, I found out that they have something called rare element, rare earth element, rare earth element,
Okay.
like rare earth element.
Wow.
Then I said, why is this? Like, why does people have rare earth element? Then I start studying and things like that. I found out that people, before they die, what happened inside the cell, there's something called lysosome. This lysosome starts explosion, like explodes, and releasing all the protein. And protein is associated with all this first element. That's why sometimes you see somebody, he tells you, I'm so sick, I feel I'm going to pass away. What happened inside his body, he can feel that he's passing away, but I can see it too on the hair, that the level is so high. I said, that's very, very, very interesting. And then I kept busy with some other project until one day came to me, I said, why when I analyze food, maybe I can see it in some specific food. Then I went on the back of my boss and I ordered some element for the machine. This element has all this rare earth element because in the lab at that time they did not use to analyze this rare earth element, but I want to see. Then I ordered some standard, and my boss one day when he find out, his name is Ralph, hi Ralph, when he find out, he gave me some hard time. I said, Ralph, I can pay for it. He said, no, I love your research and I love everything you do. That's okay, but just be quiet. Don't spend so much money into like some solution which we don't need. I said, okay, Ralph, I'm sorry about that, but then I kept analyzing for food. The interesting part is here, that I found some not food, not superfood, superfood.
Wow.
What that mean is I call them super square foods, which is really loaded with this mineral, which remember the people who passed away, they used to release it. Then must be having a very important function in the body, Until now, I find out this super element, they are really very high in China and very high into USA mine. This element, it can range for very, very expensive. Then one day I went to the health show and I saw somebody who's selling this book. Okay, that's this doctor. His name is Dr. Walsh. Dr. Walsh is a doctor, which really when I saw the book, I asked how much is the book. It was expensive for me, but my curiosity for science make me pay the $60. At that time, that $60 was so much money for me. But because I'm very curious,
Yeah.
I bought the book and I spent the money. I'd rather to read, not to eat. Okay, to find out. Anyway, after I bought that book, the book called Rare Earth Forbidden Cure. Rare Earth Forbidden Cure. That doctor, Dr. Walsh, was nominated for Nobel Prize winner. He did not get it, but he was nominated for it, which is really highly educated in minerals. Then, when I get the book and I start reading, I found how important this rare earth element is. Wait and see what happened with my research, because I dropped it for a while, and then after that I analyzed some food. In some food, I found 8 food, which I call them the super duper food, which has this rare earth element. You ask me which one?
Yes.
You're curious to know. Which one do you think they are?
Moringa?
No? Okay, I'll tell you. The first one is green tea. That's why, in Japan and China, they live for a long time. But not all green tea is the same. Like, there's some good one and there's some bad one. Then I know that. Okay, the second one, everybody knows about it, turmeric powder.
Okay.
Turmeric powder. Tea, turmeric powder. The third one, you'll love it because you are from Syria, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, zater.
Oh my God.
That's right. That's right. I know that lots of people who are really interested when they see this video, especially in the Middle East. Zater, how do you use zater? Thyme. There. How do you use it in food?
Well, some Italian uses.
Italian too, yeah.
Yeah,
but you put it with extra virgin olive oil. Right?
Yeah, but then they have some mixture with sesame and then sumac. I don't know what sumac is. And then they do their own. I don't know, kind of spices.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have olive oil. It has to be extra virgin olive oil, and with the really nice bread, hot bread.
With cassis chai tea, correct?
Yeah.
That's why Lebanese, they have really good skin, because really their secret is tabbouleh and zater. Excuse me. The fourth superfood is cacao. That's why dark chocolate comes the fourth. The fifth one is very interesting because Prophet Muhammad talked about it, which is the black seed.
Wow.
الحبة السوداء.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. But don't try to take so much of it.
حبة البركة.
حبة البركة, برافو عليك. الحبة السوداء has loaded with all this rare earth element. That's why Prophet Muhammad, peace on him, he said, with black seed, you can cure all diseases, but not death.
But not that. That's true.
This is the fifth one. Okay. The sixth one is cinnamon.
Really?
Yes. Cinnamon is very loaded. The seventh one is Hoodia.
Hoodia, what's Hoodia?
What's Hoodia? That's a good question. Hoodia is really a plant which make you lose weight.
Please.
I know everybody's going to ask me, where can I get Hoodia? I know a source which can get a really good Hoodia, but Hoodia has very high rare earth element, which help on the metabolism and losing weight. The last one is pine needle, which in Japan is very, very big. That's why food approved for thousands of years as medicine. For thousands of years, we know that food is medicine. Some company, they put all this in multi-element, but it's not absorbed because it's not like nature. When nature makes things, make it right. But when this company makes things, they make it with chemicals, But nature, when you get it from food, the body recognize the shape, and that's what happened. Because God make it, we'd rather to get it from God or you'd rather to get it from human.
Of course, from God.
Exactly. And rare earth element, we need lots of research about this. What's the connection between rare earth element and longevity? Because I show there is a big connection. When people dying, they losing it. When people are healthy, they have this rare earth element. Superfood, which is known, they have rare earth element. Then there is a connection here. We don't know the mechanism. I assumed is the protein interaction between this rare earth element. This rare earth element, you don't need so much of it. That's why when you take black seed, you take a little bit of it. When you take cinnamon, you take a pinch of it. When you take zater, you pinch of it, because really what happens, this is high level of the rare earth element. Then rare earth element, I believe it can really help us understanding longevity. I hope my video was informative.
It was honestly, we have We have learned a lot. Of course, we have lots of questions, but we don't want to make that video like long. For next time, of course, I have lots of questions, and maybe we can have questions on the comments. Comment below whatever question you have. Let us know. And Dr. Ramiz,
I'm not a doctor. I'm a biochemist.
Well, a biochemist Ramiz is going to be more than happy to answer your questions. And thank you so much for watching.
I'd like to say too, like, you know, happy birthday, Nora.
Thank
that
you so
took
much.
the time to come here. And
it's, oh my God, it's my pleasure. And actually, by the way, I'm doing a test for my hair, and it's right here. I'm super excited for biochemist Ramiz to do the research on and to analyze my hair. And maybe next time I will let you know what's the results. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day or night. Bye.
Thank you.